Welcome back to Headlines. I'm Wes Austin, and these are today's top stories. First, an investigation revealed that the Biden administration was far more involved in Ukraine than it let on, providing targeting data, just not calling them targets. They were just scenic coordinates that really needed a crater. Then, the Ninth Circuit dealt a legal blow to Trump's transgender military policy, keeping the ban on hold. That's what happens when you let a court in San Francisco decide military policy. If they had their way, the only thing the military would be fighting is climate change. Meanwhile, something else in San Francisco. They are rolling out an equity-based speed camera system that finds drivers differently based on their income. Because nothing says justice like a traffic program designed by Karl Marx and the Mario Kart developers. And finally, a Star Wars actor, John Boyega, says that the franchise is so white that his character existing at all was controversial. Disney, just a quick heads up, I found one of your actors who missed your Don't Be Rachel Zegler seminar. Okay, let's dive in. According to the New York Times, the Biden administration was significantly more involved in aiding Ukraine against Russia than it publicly acknowledged. What? The Biden White House was not being truthful? Are you insane? U.S. support included providing targeting information deliberately labeled as points of interest to avoid using the term targets because calling them targets would be too provocative. A U.S. official told the New York Times, quote, "If you ever get asked the question, did you pass a target to the Ukrainians, you can legitimately not be lying when you say, no, I did not." End quote. That's insane. In Washington, that's called honesty adjacent. Calling it a point of interest instead of a target doesn't change the fact that someone's about to be turned into modern art. They weren't targets, we're just casually mentioning coordinates that happen to be missile-worthy. And if you're wondering how deep we were in this thing, one European intelligence official expressed surprise at the depth of U.S. involvement, stating that American personnel had effectively become part of the kill chain. Former Biden officials denied this, saying that they were not part of the kill chain. They were merely part of the Geographic Reconfiguration Assistance Program that did not involve any bombing, just extreme landscaping. How many federal judges does it take to run the United States military? Apparently just 3 on the Ninth Circuit. On Monday, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, which is based in San Francisco, denied the Trump administration's request to enforce its transgender military ban while a lower court reviews the case. The ruling leaves in place a preliminary injunction issued by U.S. District Judge Benjamin Settle, preventing Trump from removing transgender service members from the military. With this ruling, the U.S. military is now fully prepared to invade enemy territories, as long as they have gender-neutral bathrooms. Thanks to the courts, we now have a military where troops get more time off for hormone therapy than they do for PTSD. In other news, China just sent the Ninth Circuit a thank you note and a gift basket. San Francisco has launched a new equity speed camera ticketing program backed by Gavin Newsom that fines certain drivers more than others. Signed into law in October of 2023, under the Speed Safety System pilot program, low-income individuals will receive a 50% discount on fines, and homeless people will get an 80% discount on fines. Homeless drivers? How fast can you go in a shopping cart? According to San Francisco's Municipal Transportation Agency, the cameras have been installed across the city based in equity. It's based in equity the same way a Ponzi scheme is based in investment. They've turned traffic cameras into economic justice sensors. They say that justice is blind, but in San Francisco, she's just stoned and riding shotgun in a stolen Prius. Do you know what's going to help bring Star Wars fans back? Calling them racist. Actor John Boyega, who played Finn in the most recent Star Wars trilogy from Disney, condemned the space franchise for being too white.
Let me tell you, Star Wars always had the vibe of being in the most whitest elite space. Like, this franchise is so white that it's like a black person existing in that was something. They're okay with us playing the best friend, but once we touch their heroes, once we lead, once we trailblaze, it's like, oh my God, it's just a bit too much.
John, look, you were a hero. You were the hero who made millions of fans unite across racial lines to agree that your character was totally useless, which is the fans' fault, of course. Disney had nothing to do with that. Be careful what you wish for, John, or Disney might do to you what they did to Luke Skywalker. Turn you into an old hermit who likes alien breast milk. Thanks for watching Headlines. I'm Wes Austin. Good night.